How's it going, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Issa, and today is an amazing day. It's actually Chinese New Year, so happy Chinese New Year. I hope you guys are setting your goals for the year, and yeah, just moving forward and pushing on. So today is a exciting discussion that I want to talk about. The exciting topic today, and that is all about confidence and why confidence is truly the most important thing in our lives and in this world, right? So there's 4 points that I want to bring up when it comes to confidence and why I think confidence is the most important thing in this life. It goes hand in hand with law of assumption, in my opinion. And confidence. When someone is confident, there is an aura about them. There is like an attraction. There is a magnetic. You want to be around someone that's confident. Why? Because confidence signals psychologically to someone else that assurance. It signals they know what they're talking about. It signals almost guarantee. Even if it's not guaranteed, it signals guaranteed, right? And I think confidence in particular is shown mostly in sports, right? Or we can see it. And when you watch athletes that are extremely confident in their ability, the Michael Jordans, the Cristiano Ronaldos, the Neymars, the Messis, Tom Brady's, the Roger Federer's, all these guys, all these greats, there is a certain peace. There's a certain calm, and there is a certain give me the ball if you want to win type of confidence. And this is what you guys need in your life. You need to develop this unshakable confidence. And confidence comes in different forms. But confidence essentially is people that have prepared themselves for an occasion. They've prepared for themselves in every situation, every like every possible scenario. They've prepared themselves mentally to handle. Right? So that's where the preparation comes in. So, confidence. Confidence is, again, assurance of your own ability, your skill set, your mental, your physical, your emotional. Sure, some confident people have, sometimes they doubt themselves, but in all honesty, when it's time to perform, they perform because they have the inner belief that they can succeed. So, we're going to pivot now to kind of the 4 points that I want to bring up. And the first one is these are the benefits of confidence that I have examined and I have kind of jotted down that I think will improve your life. And the first benefit is confidence changes behavior. Now, when you're confident, you take action. You don't hesitate. You speak up. You're not scared to voice your opinion, right? And you persist longer during times of struggle because you have the confidence that you're going to be able to get through it. Even if it doesn't seem like it, you have the confidence that you're going to go through it and be successful. So let's talk about the first point, which is you take action. People that are confident are go-getters. They are people that don't hesitate. They just go. And I'll talk about it in sports because sports I feel like is easier to understand. But like when you watch someone like we'll take Michael Jordan when he plays basketball. When he gets the ball, he doesn't hesitate. He knows what he wants to do. He wants to score. So everything he does is with intention, right? Sure, maybe he's not the best dribbler or the flashiest, but he does moves that are efficient and gets to the basket, gets to his spots where he wants to pull up and shoot. So he takes the action. He's aggressive. He's confident himself that he can drive and score the points. That is the type of action that you need to develop, that you need to have in your life if you want to be successful. People that are hesitant or are scared to take the risk, they never succeed in life. So you have to be willing to take the risk and you have to be willing to put yourself out there. That is true confidence. And trust me, just by doing that, you're going to open so many doors and so many opportunities to your life. And life is just going to get easier at that point. Trust me. The next thing is you speak up. You're not scared to voice your opinion. You say it how it is. That is true confidence because your assurance of yourself. You have a confidence in yourself and you don't really care about other people's opinions. And I think sometimes when we're in meetings or maybe we are at school, you know, we get scared to kind of voice what we're thinking, what we want to say to people. And we have to try and avoid that. We have to try to be better than that. And we have to try and voice ourselves. If you disagree with something, disagree. Don't do it in like a bad way, but a disrespectful way, but do it in a respectful way. Voice your opinion because you'll be surprised. Maybe they'll be like, okay, I like this guy's opinion. I like what he's saying. And so you go out and you know, change something, you get recognized because of it. So don't be afraid to voice your opinion. The next thing is you persist longer. When people that are confident and assured and have assurance of themselves that they're going to succeed at something, they will persist. When times are tough, when things don't look like they're succeeding, they will stay the course. They will persist much longer than someone else that just doesn't have the confidence or doesn't feel like this is worth it for them, right? And that goes hand in hand. Like people that are confident, of course, they're going to be like, no, I'm going to get this eventually. So they stick to the course, they stick to where they're at, and they stay and they stay. And that is another benefit of confidence. The second point I want to bring up is confidence reduces fear of failure. I know there's another quote from Michael Jordan saying, why am I going to be scared of a shot that I never even took yet? That's confidence. And he always says, he's like, there's two ways shooting a basketball can go. You're either going to make it or you're going to miss it. That's it. And I think in this instance, when you have confidence, there's no real fear of failure. It's not only just no fear of failure, but it's the perspective of how they look at stuff. Because I've studied this and I've changed my perspective as well, because I used to be someone that's fear of failure. But for me, I changed failure into a learning lesson. Because if I failed, then I didn't really fail. I just learned. I learned a new secret. I learned a new habit. I learned something that will take me to the next level. Confidence reduces that fear of failure. And when you have that confidence, you don't fear anything. It's not failure in your eyes. It's a learning experience. It's like life gave you the answer right there, right? Because if you messed up on something, okay, then let's try the opposite or let's try something different. And if it works out, it works out. That's confidence in itself. It's not failure. It's a learning curve. It's a learning opportunity. So that's a mindset shift that I believe that everyone should adopt and everyone should develop in their life. The third point is confidence improves performance. I mean, this is self-explanatory, right? I mean, when you're confident, you are willing to take more risks, you are again speaking up, and you are taking charge. You're basically saying, "Hey, like I'm going to take the reins of on this and yeah, let's go. Let's run it, man. Come on, let's go." Because when you have confidence in yourself, your performance just increases in general. It just increases. Like a sports player that is confident, you could tell that they're confident. They're taking all the shots, they're doing all these crazy skill moves. They're dominant one, they're asking for the ball, they're scoring, and they're playing well. Because when you're confident, you play well. And in the workforce, you can tell who's confident. The way they walk, the way they talk, the way they get work done, and the way they do it. That's all confidence. That's all something that we all can develop. That confidence is the number one thing to improve performance. If you're confident in your ability, I mean, dude, you already won the mental game. And whatever you do mentally affects you physically. So obviously, confidence is going to improve your performance. And then the last point, which I think is one of the most important ones, is confidence builds momentum. When you're confident, everything's flowing. Everything's like flow state. You don't think about failure. You don't think about the future. You don't think about the past. You think about the present. When you think about the present, you build momentum. You build consistency, and you continue to produce. And ideas just flow to you because you're confident. You have an insurance of yourself. You are so confident in yourself that ideas just come. They just flow. They just flow. They just flow. And momentum is one of the biggest things that you can develop in this world to kind of propel yourself into success. Because I'm telling you guys, success and is just built up momentum. When you build up momentum, you keep it going. It's like a fire. You just keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. And to me, that is, the most important thing is building that momentum and having confidence in yourself. So guys, we need to develop confidence. How do we do this? Confidence to me comes from the preparation. It comes from physical proof of you succeeding. So working hard obviously is needed because that refines your skills. But if you go out and you do some like an amazing presentation or you get a good grade on a test or you do well in a sports game, you want to make sure that you pay attention to what you did in that game, how you prepared for it. And over these small little wins, that's how confidence builds over time. That's how personality and insurance builds over time. And also positive self-talk. You need to talk to yourself in a positive light, consistently working on the mental, because the mental is a big part of you know, the physical, because if you're mentally strong, physically it'll show. The confidence will show. So it's a combination of small wins, physically doing the work, and mentally saying good affirmations, mentally good positive self-talk. And that's how you build the confidence, man. That's how it comes. Anyway, guys, like, comment, subscribe, share this to someone that needs it or is lacking confidence. I know this is a big topic to talk about. I want to do like a quick little video. Just I'm gonna go into more depth. If you guys want me to go into more depth about confidence, comment down below, let me know. And guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. All my socials are linked down in the description. I'm officially an HTLT supplement. If you know HTLT, I'm an ambassador now. So go on the website, go get GO2 Max, go get pre-workout, go get all that stuff. It's the best supplement on the market right now. It's fastest growing, by the way. So if you use code EASE, that's capital ESS, you'll get 15% off your next purchase. 15% off, guys. That's an amazing freaking deal. So go down, click the link in the description, follow me on my socials at issa.elassal. And yeah, guys, make sure you stay headstrong, keep the faith, keep working hard towards your goals, and hope you enjoyed this video. Peace.